Hi everyone, it's Hatsy and I'm back with a speed build in The Sims 4. Today, we are going to be building a modern house. I haven't done, well, okay, I have done a modern house, but I don't tend to do them because I'm not very good at them, I don't think, but I thought I'd have a go, and I actually really enjoyed it. Because something that I found when building this was I put in a lot of effort, like I put in a lot of detail with houses, and I probably go too far sometimes, like with the landscaping, with just like the little details. And this, I try not to overthink everything, so I just like put it in a way that like you could use if your game didn't run very well and maybe you're a bit worried about having like a big house with like loads and loads of items in. So this is just like a really easy house to use, and it's also like a kind of mansion because, well, even though it's on like a smaller plot, I think it's pretty big. I really do. I think that it turned out quite nicely. And it looks like a mansion, I think, even though it isn't. It's a good disguise. But I found a picture online that really inspired me to do it, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Do you know what? I'm gonna have a go. So usually I would build something like this on a stream, and I would like ask your opinion in the chat and stuff, but I really had to get stuff done today, so I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna start, I'm just gonna go for it. But that's exciting. This house is very white as well. That is something my dad would approve. Oh my goodness, my dad is absolutely obsessed with like white furniture. I think I've told this before, I don't know, but when my parents moved to Switzerland originally, and that was when I was like 19, we moved over there. I remember my mum was trying to decorate the house and she was getting really stressed out because all my dad wanted was white, and he kept repeating the same sentence over and over again. It was like straight edges, sharp lines, like that, but it meant nothing. Like, what does that even mean? And he just kept saying it over and over again. And then my mum, she was freaking out because she had this order through of 42 objects, like items for their house, and she was thinking, what even are they? And they all turned up and they were all white with straight edges, sharp lines. And everything is like very modern, very boxy. Like the sofas are just very white, straight edges, sharp lines, as you can imagine. Tables, everything is just like that. So I thought it was really funny. And ages ago, when I was showing my dad my channel, my YouTube channel, the first house that he saw, which he was like, oh my goodness, that's a good house. It was Dylan's modern home, I think I called it. But that was a very white, bright house, and a lot of you really enjoyed that, but I haven't done one of those in a really long time, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna have a go. I'm gonna go back to it, and hopefully it's gonna be a lot better than that. And I think that it is. I genuinely think that I've improved. Well, I should hope so, because I've been building for like 2 years. I had this conversation the other day. I'd be gutted if I hadn't improved. I really would. I do think that I'm making more progress on Photoshop compared to building in The Sims, because if you watch my speed edits, which is where I will do a create a sim, so I'll make the sim, and then what I'll do is I'll skip into Photoshop and like edit them and make them a little bit more realistic and stuff, and like add details on, and it's kind of fun. We have a little chat about it and stuff. Well, when I do those create a sim and speed edits on my channel, I've noticed that I've really improved, like really improved, and I've only been doing them for 4 months, but I'm just really glad that you're all enjoying them. It's really good, really positive, exciting stuff. And on a side note, if you do ever want to catch these builds and you want to catch me live building it, this build didn't actually take me that long. It took me about 50 minutes to finish completely. That's because I am so motivated today. Like usually I'd have a break, I'd go and get myself a drink, I'd just relax for a bit. No, today it's just go, 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 that's what it is. So I've done so many builds. In fact, yeah, if I close my eyes, I bet I just see Sims 4 pixelated build houses at the moment. That's what I'm dealing with, but it's fun. Yeah, so usually I will be streaming these, and you can catch the stream over on Twitch, and I'll always put the links in the description so you can go and find me. But I'd love it if you join, because we tell stories, we have fun, and yeah, it's great. But I don't know how much I'll be streaming this particular week when you're watching this, because this will be pre-recorded for when my friend comes and visits, because that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm being so crazy with videos at the moment. Okay, so anyway, this house, for the interior, it's very white, and I kind of don't want those comments like, it's too white. Just, it's too white and ugly, because the thing is, I think I've probably included white somewhere in the title, so if you're not clicking on this, like, already expecting a very white house, then there's gonna be issues because yeah, it's so white. It is seriously so white. Every room's white. There are very few feature walls. It's just white, just very, very white. So I hope you're gonna like it. And it does remind me of my dad's house in Switzerland. It's very, very bright, etc. So that is good. And that's why it's such a short build as well, because it really didn't take me that long to do. But trying to focus more on the rooms now. So the kitchen was a really weird one. The floor plan for the whole house, let's just go back to that. I couldn't figure out how I wanted it. So when it came to me putting in the kitchen, I was thinking, where on earth do I even start? So I put it here. It's a big one. It's a really big kitchen. But I love these modern counters. It's such a shame that they're so cheap because I always feel really bad putting cheap counters in. I feel like if it's a modern mansion, they shouldn't have like the cheapest counters in, but hey, what can you do? And also, why has my voice just dropped? I have no idea. I feel like it has. Maybe it hasn't. But apart from that, I did put in a little lounge here. I didn't want to put in a dining room because I put a dining room outside. So yeah, if you want to have like a full sort of seating area, like formal room, no, hang on. Well, if you want to get all your Sims sitting down anyway, like eating a meal, then they'd have to go outside for it, which I like. And I like this house in the tropical world, or the jungle adventure world. Salvadora, is it called? Yeah, it's one of my favourite worlds. Oh, I do love it. I do love a good bit of Salvadora. It's amazing, isn't it? I'm sorry, it's my favourite world. No, it's not. Yes, it is actually, sorry. I've just decided, just this minute. But I'd love to know what your favourite world is in the comments below. You've got to tell me. You've got to tell me now. I will be waiting. I'll be thinking, what is their favourite world? I want to know. But yeah, the lounge was very close to the kitchen, which I like personally. I was looking at a lot of inspiration photos online, and this is what, well, I don't have a picture of what inspired me, but this is the result of me getting inspired by something and then copying it. Being honest. I'm not very good at interior design in real life, and that's a problem. I wish that I could decorate my own house like this. I've mentioned this before. I might do a video on me redecorating some of my rooms. You should see my office. It's the worst. So I have, okay, you could probably see it a little bit like on stream on my webcam because it's fine, looks good. And then you turn the camera and I swear to you, there is a pile of just unpacked boxes over the last year. Like I haven't. Thing is, there's no point because I've got nowhere to put the things. So I may as well just keep it stored, right? May as well. No, I'm going to hire a skip at some point and just get rid of so much rubbish in my house because I had an issue when I moved back from Germany. Well, we couldn't throw anything away in either Germany or Switzerland because for some reason they were really funny about like going to the tip and the laws and this and that. Germany was a lot easier to throw things away than Switzerland was. Like I genuinely can't remember like hearing about a tip or anything. I couldn't even find one. So we had a lot of rubbish there that we just had to just take with us because we didn't know what to do with it. And then we got here, and now I actually know that there's a tip in the UK where you can take stuff to and you can get rid of it. So that's great, and I will have to do it at some point. But I don't want to take it in my car. No, James can go and take it. I'm not doing it. I don't do that kind of stuff. I haven't signed up for that life, that tip life. No way. Anyway, moving on to the upstairs. So we have 3 bedrooms. Oh, okay, I think that I put on the gallery that it only has 2. But surprise, there's 3. That's great. So yeah, it's just very simple, just nice, clear sort of decorations up here. And it's good because you could move in here, you could move your family in, and then you could create your own stuff. And it's good because you've got the items there. It just needs a little bit of a, you know, family booster. If you do use this house and if you do redecorate it, I'd love to see how you redecorate it. You can always share pictures with me on Twitter or Instagram because I love that. Just tag me in them. I think people mainly use Twitter for that, but yeah, you could use Instagram. I don't mind. I love seeing all the tagged pictures. It's very fun. And this was the biggest room. This was like the main bedroom. I wanted a room that you could have a really cool view out the windows as well. The lighting in The Sims 4 is so pretty on this plot. I wish that they were all like this, but they're not. You have to find and look for, just very, very carefully, plots with good lighting because they're very rare nowadays. Oh, they seriously are. And yeah, it's a shame. I wish that there was better lighting in places like Windenburg and Newcrest, but hey, this New World seems to be fantastic, so good for them. This one was a kid's bedroom. Well, I just finished it, but it was a kid's bedroom. And again, plain, simple, neutral. Could be for a girl, for a boy, you'd never be able to tell, and I love that. That's what I want when I'm a parent. I just want just like neutral kind of rooms, and I do want to be a parent. People keep asking me, whenever I say on Twitch like I've got some news, there's always comments like, are you pregnant? How's he pregnant? Oh my god. No, I'm not. And I think that a lot of people are desperate for me to have a family. But there we go. I will someday, but just not now. You know, I've got my whole life ahead of me and I want to make some more Sims 4 speed builds before I get into that kind of life. And that's it. Anyway, this is the bathroom. This was probably one of the darkest rooms in the whole build. In terms of other things that I've done in the past, that bathroom came off pretty well because I don't usually decorate bathrooms, and that one, it looked good. And then going on to the last room of the build, weird looking room. I kind of decided for the bathroom onwards, I'm going to experiment and I'm going to do something weird. So that is how it turned out. But I was really happy with it. So I hope you enjoyed it and I hope to see you all future ones. Thanks for watching and I'll speak to you all soon.